All right, welcome. Today we're diving into something that's, well, it's a total game changer in algebra. We're going to build a secret bridge that connects the question you're asked directly to the answer. If you've ever felt that clock ticking down during an exam, you're going to want to see this.
So, picture it. You're in the middle of a test. You're looking at a quadratic equation. You know you need to find the zeros. Those are the solutions, right? The spots where the graph would hit the x-axis. But who has time to actually draw a graph for every single question? I mean, that's precious time you just don't have. So, what if there was a shortcut, a way to check your answers in seconds without ever needing a ruler?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We are building that bridge. It's a secret mathematical link that connects the solutions, the zeros, directly back to the numbers you see in the original question. Honestly, once you master this, it feels like a mathematical superpower.
Now, to build this bridge, first we gotta understand that pretty much every quadratic polynomial has two faces. They look totally different on the surface, but as you're about to see, they're really just two sides of the exact same coin.
Okay, on the left you've got the standard form. This is how you usually see them in questions, right? With the coefficients a, b, and c. Then on the right you have the factored form. Now this form is amazing because it literally shows you the answers. Alpha and beta, those are your zeros. That k is just a constant we don't have to worry too much about for now. The key thing to get here is that these two things are equal. One is the question, the other holds the answers.
So how do we actually connect them? How do we build that bridge? Well, this is where the magic really starts. We're going to take that factored form, we're going to expand it out, and just watch what happens. Let's break this down. When we multiply out those factors, we get these four terms. But look at what happens in step 2 when we group those middle x terms together. And boom, right there. Do you see it? All of a sudden, a pattern just jumps out. The part next to the x is the negative of the sum of our zeros, alpha plus beta. And that lonely term at the end, that's the product of our zeros, alpha times beta. This is the secret.
Okay, so here's the really cool part. Let's compare the b term from our original standard form with the middle term we just found from our expansion. I mean, if the two big expressions are the same thing, then their individual parts have to match up too, right? So the b from the original must be equal to this new middle part we found.
And that little comparison right there, that leads us directly to our first golden rule. This is the first shortcut that connects the sum of the answers right back to the question.
And here it is. After we tidy it up a little bit, this is the first pillar of our bridge. The sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, is just negative b divided by a. And by the way, that k we saw earlier, it's the same as the a in the standard form, which is why a ends up on the bottom here. So just by looking at the first two numbers in the equation, you instantly know what the solutions add up to.
Okay, pillar number 1 is in place. Let's build the second one. We're going to do the exact same thing, but this time for the constant term, c. In the standard form, it's just c. In our new expanded form, it's k times the product of the zeros. And since they're equal, those two terms must be equal too.
And just like before, this simple comparison hands us our second golden rule, which is an equally powerful tool for checking your work in just a few seconds.
And here we go. The product of the zeros, alpha times beta, is equal to c divided by a. How cool is that? The sum and the product of the answers were literally hiding in plain sight inside the original question's coefficients the entire time. But wait, before you rush off and start using these everywhere, I have a major warning for you. There is a super common trap that catches so many students.
I'm not kidding. I would say 90% of students make this mistake at some point. But after today, you are not going to be one of them. So pay really close attention to this next part.
Okay, let's look at a classic example. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Using our new formula, what do you think the sum of the zeros would be here? Let's walk through it and see where the trap is hiding. This is the crucial step, identifying your coefficients correctly. So a is 1, c is 6, but what is b? It is so tempting to just say 5, isn't it? But no, look closely, it's negative 5. You've got to grab that sign along with the number. It's part of the package. So, when we plug that into our formula for the sum, which remember is negative b over a, look what happens. We get the negative sign from the formula, and we get the negative sign from our actual b value. So you end up with negative of negative 5 all over 1.
And of course, a negative times a negative is a positive. The correct sum of the zeros is positive 5. Forgetting about that double negative,
is, without a doubt, the single biggest mistake people make. Don't let it be you.
So there you have them, your new toolkit. 2 simple, incredibly powerful formulas. Now, with just a quick glance at an equation, you can figure out the sum of its solutions and the product of its solutions. This is your new secret weapon for checking your answers and saving time.
So you have the bridge now. You have the tools that connect the question directly to the answer. The next time you see a quadratic equation, you won't just see a problem to solve. You'll see the secrets hiding inside its coefficients. So you ready to put these tools to the test? Because we're going to do just that in our next explainer.